Okay, Capricorn. So, as far as what you are desiring currently, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I know this is you, and it's very fitting of the Capricorn energy. The Ten of Pentacles is representative of fortune, and that makes sense because Capricorn is very ambitious, and they they are not going to settle for less, which I respect very much. So basically, what the Capricorn energy wants is fortune, success in all areas of life, because the 10 is kind of an all-encompassing, number. So we're talking about success financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, relationships, work, health, all aspects of your life. You set your ideals very high. And the beauty is, Capricorn, is that you're willing to work to get to them. And so the energy that's surrounding you is huge. I mean, it's like the top of the top, the peak of the mountain. You're up there where others are afraid to go. You definitely do not lack ambition. And so for the month of April, and even though this is but there's a wisdom in you that knows that success is not achieved overnight. It can be, but even though you have this lofty desire, you understand you might only be working on one area of your life right now, of what you're really trying to focus on. So that could be your career, or it could be just relationships. Or you could be juggling more than one thing. But point being is that your overarching desire, your overarching goal is really fortune and success. And also the other thing this represents, a big factor is financial security. And this card represents that and more, that this is basically a fortune that is made and that financial security has been attained. So you have security, you have finances, it's flowing, it's abundant, and it's basically going to take care of you and your family. So stability. So the Capricorn energy really wants that stability and is willing to work for it, and wants that success, that status, and that prestige financially, but also really encompassing all areas of their life. So very beautiful energy. I mean, it's very respectable. A lot of respect for that. Okay, so what you value, Capricorn, what you're currently valuing, and what you identify with here, we have the Five of Wands. And this basically, the energy of this is that it's kind of a defensive energy, but this energy represents people that have already attained something, and now they're willing to defend it. So what I get from this is that you respect people that are fighters, and not in the sense of like argumentative or, physical fist fighters, but it's almost a spirit. It's a spirit of, you respect people, and this is in yourself, your own energy, that, you're going to work hard. You've worked, and not only are you going to, you already have attained. You know what you've done. You've already made accomplishments. You've already put in the effort, and you're going to defend that, by golly. And you respect those who do that have that sense of work ethic, and that have that respect, kind of that self-respect for themselves, where, this is my territory, this is what I've done, this is what I've accomplished, I've worked hard for it, I've earned it, and I'm going to protect it. I feel that you are displaying that in yourself, and you also value that in other people, because they've kind of earned their stripes, or, it's not just given to them, it's not just handed to them. And so definitely a sense of self-reliance. And also this card doesn't settle for less. It doesn't settle for mediocre, because this card is all about progress. This is a card that shows that, success has been attained, or there have been things that they feel they've been proud of, but that there's still more to accomplish. And so that tells me that you also are wanting more for yourself, and other people that are ambitious or have goals or dreams. You respect that. And you value that. So, and you're willing to defend it and work hard once you have. So you have a strength in your convictions and a strength in what you believe. Leadership. I mean, you could really say that that's leadership. You're not afraid to be a leader. And once again, you value that in other people. So, very nice card there. Okay, so as far as something that could be an illusion or a distraction or a doubt in the month of April, we have the King of Cups, and this is the professional. So what this is telling me here is, just to kind of give you a little background about the professional. He is an emotional sign or an emotional energy, but the professional, he blends his emotions with his work. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there's something conflicting for the month of April with your emotions and your work. And it could be an issue of trying to balance those two things out. It might be a little bit of a challenge in the month of April. So maybe work is very demanding and it's coming at the price of, your emotions or your family or spending time with your friends. There's some type of conflict with your work effort and schedule and your emotions. Because in the positive side, this is a very well blended harmony of emotions and work. And so for the month of April, I feel that, something's either going to be pulling in one way or the other. It could be your emotions. Maybe you're not getting a lot of work done, but your emotions are pulling you for whatever reason, whether that's your own inner feelings or a relationship. But some type of emotional pull could be conflicting from your goals in the month of April. So these are things too. I don't want anyone ever to get discouraged because nothing's set in stone. We create our own reality. And so I am just making you aware of the energies that could be present for you in some way. And, knowledge is power. Once you know what to expect, then you can work around it. So this doesn't have to be this way. So I just want to put that little 2 cents in there. So for the month of April, there could be a conflict with work and emotional or home life and balancing those two things out. Or there could be some type of distraction that keeps you from your goals or that keeps you from your family. So this is just something kind of to be aware of and to look at. Okay, so for the month of April, the path that you should take, strategies to be made, plans, discussions. We have the Queen of Swords here, and this is actually, it's the rival. And so this is interesting, Capricorn. So what you want to do for the month of April is be on your toes. I mean, you can tell with this card, there's a little conflict going on. So I don't know, and it's interesting because this kind of is fitting to the conflict between the work and the emotional nature. But the main message I'm getting for this card is that you want to be very rational and on your guard in the month of April, because there is going to be opposing forces. Something is going to be pulling you in one direction and another. I mean, and that's, there you go, the card. They're kind of yanking on two sides of this rope. One's going one way, one's going the other way, okay? And the temptation might be to be yanked in one direction or the other. But the key here is to keep your cool, keep your calm, keep your composure. Do not react emotionally or too overly emotional, because this is it's a sword's energy, so it's very cerebral, very in the mind, the logic, the ration, being rational. So I feel like what's going to help you balance whatever this energy is that's trying to pull you away from either your emotions or your work, if you look at it rationally, it's really going to help you. And because the other thing is with this energy, you don't want to you don't want to lay all your cards out. You don't want to just say everything that's going on or that you're thinking or you're feeling, because there's some type of energy that's combative here. And, if you're not on guard, it can kind of shred you to pieces. Not you particularly, but you just want to be careful with what you say. So take a rational approach. Be very thoughtful with the words that you speak, and know that, you might be feeling pulled in more than one direction in the month of April. And just know that this energy too shall pass. It's not forever. Try to find that balance for you, and you will be successful. So if you use a rational approach and you're on guard and you're aware, then I think you'll be ready, to handle anything that comes your way. Okay. So the right attitude is the Queen of Cups. And this is the right attitude to have for yourself, Capricorn, for the month of April. I feel like there's definitely going to be some things that are kind of pulling at you in the month of April, or just tempting you to kind of go in, scattered energies or scattered directions. So the energy that's going to help you attain your fortunes for the month of April, this is a very loving energy. It's the mother. So as kind of silly as that sounds, mothering yourself or just having a very tender and compassionate energy towards yourself. You probably have worked long and hard. I know you've worked long and hard. You take your responsibilities, you take your family, you take your friendships, you take everything very seriously, and you can be hard on yourself. And so the best energy to show yourself for the month of April is the energy of a loving mother to yourself. You just see this card. It's very nurturing. It's comforting. It's self-soothing. So, if you're feeling things are kind of trying to pull at you, that's when you just kind of, and this also, this baby lives in the mother's stomach. If you need to retreat for a little bit and have some time to yourself and just nurture yourself so that you can kind of feel recharged and ready to, go out there and keep working, that's what you need to do. So the right attitude for you for the month of April, Capricorn, is to really love yourself, not beat yourself up, and to have, just as a mother loves her child unconditionally, just to love yourself unconditionally, and to know that you are going to attain your fortunes. That is the path that you're on. You are on that path, and that's what's in your heart. And using your efforts, your hard work that you've already produced results in your life. So you're going to continue on that path. And even when those challenges come, you are going to stand your ground. The more that you can love yourself unconditionally and just be patient with that process, the easier it's going to be to balance, life out. So the right energy for you to have for the month of April is the energy of a loving mother. Love yourself. Okay. So if you do these things, Capricorn, the universe is letting us know that the current energy that will manifest for you, we have the King of Wands. Let me get it without the glare. I love this energy for you, Capricorn, because what this tells me, it just shows me that all of your hard work is going to pay off. Because this guy, he is cool, calm, and collected, or girl. They know their stuff. They're that solid friend person that you can count on and that are there when you need them, and they know what they're talking about. This is an entrepreneur too. This is someone that knows how to motivate others. They're very smart. They're tried and true. They've tested life. They know what they're talking about. And so what this tells me is that you're going to be, and if you also look at this guy, he's relaxed. He's relaxing with a cup of joe. He's in charge. He's in control. This tells me that you're going to be a leader and someone that people look to for advice, for counsel, for wisdom, and that you're a source of strength and stability for others. So I know that there is work to be done. I know that, but without our challenges, we don't learn. So it's worth it. And so this just tells me that if you do put in the work and you balance your energies, you love yourself, you learn, you're aware, whatever things are teaching you right now, how, to find the balance or the happy place for you, you go with that. You trust your gut and your intuition. Not only are you going to have fortune in your life, you're also going to gain credibility, wisdom, and knowledge, and you're going to be a source of strength and comfort for others, which is really what Capricorn is. I mean, Capricorn is an elder in society. The Capricorn has learned from everything they've gone through. They go through, you know, they keep trying. If they fall down, they get back up. You know, they might go through some hardships, but they learn through every single thing, and they're relentless, and they're persistent in the attainment of their goals. And because of that, they get authority, and they have a sense of wisdom and practical knowledge. And so not only is your fortune going to benefit you and your loved ones, you're going to be a source to help other people.